It's the PM edition of 247 Connect, where we bring you updates of news and happenings in and around the world. And now to some stories making major headlines. President Akufo-Addo has sworn in 3 new members of the Electoral Commission Ghana, charging them to be diligent in the discharge of their duties. The 3 new members, Dr. Peter Apiahene, Madam Salima Ahmed Tijani, and Reverend Ekuofori Boateng, were sworn in at a short ceremony at the Jubilee House yesterday. Speaking on behalf of the other members, Dr. Apiahene said they were ready to deliver and contribute to Ghana's democracy. 5 persons convicted in connection with the activities of the Western Togoland Foundation Group have been handed a maximum sentence of 5 years each in prison with hard labor. The convicts were arrested in 2018 as part of members of the Western Togoland Foundation who attacked a police station at Avime, freed inmates, stole ammunition, blocked roads leading to the Volta region, and shot a police officer. The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has assured the family of the late former Member of Parliament for Otafo, Dr. Anthony Okotose, who died yesterday, of the House's support in their grieving moment. He was the Member of Parliament for 16 years and the Minister for Monitoring and Evaluation from 2017 to 2021. The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, paid a tribute to the late MP before the commencement of proceedings today, Tuesday, March 21. Away from the Ghana's position on the latest World Happiness Report, a United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network publication has dropped to 111th in 2022 from 95th in 2021. The report ranks countries based on the average life evaluations over the previous 3 years, with data collected from more than 150 countries through the Gallup World Poll. Released on the International Day of Happiness, March 20, the report identifies the happiest and least happy nations, as well as the factors that lead to greater happiness. And in business, stakeholders within the environmental space have highlighted the need for broader consultation to ensure the ban on the importation of used refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners is fully implemented. They note that this will help ensure that these equipment that contribute to the phenomenon of ozone depletion and climate change is checked. And still in business, government will raise about 3.21 billion in treasury bills this week via the 91-day, 182-day, and 364-day bills. The amount raised will partly be used to refinance the 1.88 billion worth of maturing T-bills. However, despite the large offer size, analysts believe the prevailing liquidity conditions will enable the government to reach its target. And now let's do some international news. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is on his way by train to Kiev for talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in a trip that coincides with a state visit by Chinese President Xi Jinping to Moscow. Whilst there, Kishida will show respect to the courage and patience of the Ukrainian people who are standing up to defend their homeland. Kishida, who will chair the G7 summit in May, is the only leader of the group who has not visited Ukraine since the Russian invasion. And now let's do some international stories. Now, a 75-year-old grandmother has allegedly set her son, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren ablaze in Ondo State. The septuagenarian, identified as Iforiti Oloro, was accused of pouring petrol in the same residential building housing her son, Victor Oloro, and his family of 2, sparking off a fire. 247 News gathers that the victims were rushed to the Federal Medical Hospital in Owo, where the man, his wife, and 1 of the children were confirmed dead by doctors. And now to some sports news. Roy Hodgson returns to manage Crystal Palace after Patrick Vieira's sacking, with owner Steve Parish admitting he needs ex-England boss's experience to save them from relegation. Hodgson, 75-year-old, replaces Patrick Vieira, who was sacked on Friday, and returns to Selhurst Park just under 2 years after he initially left the club. Meanwhile, Tottenham boss Antonio Conte has also been tipped to part ways with the club by the end of this week. And still in sports, Kingsley Schindler has been called up to replace the injured Tariq Lamptey for this week's Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Angola. The German-born player, 29, who plays for German Bundesliga side FC Cologne, is yet to be capped by Ghana but arrived in Accra on Monday to join the rest of the squad for the two crucial matches slated for Kumasi and Rwanda, respectively. Tarek Lamptey was part of the 25-man squad but forced to withdraw due to injury. And now let's do some entertainment news. Showbiz personality and politician Fred Nuamah has responded to claims that he is no longer friends with actor John Dumelo. Speaking about whether or not his decision to contest the Ayawaso West Parliamentary Seat on the ticket of the NDC against John Dumelo has strained their friendship, he said John Dumelo is not just a friend, but a brother. Politics will not tear them apart. According to him, his decision to contest the NDC parliamentary seat against his brother was solely informed by calls from party loyalists. And finally, in entertainment, Ghanaian rapper Lyrica Joe has been nominated again in the same category with Medical, Strongman, Amrado and T-Flow for the 24th Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Lyrica Joe, who just released his debut album titled Photo Album, expresses excitement for earning a nomination in the 2023 edition of the awards. Speaking in an interview, Lyrica Joe said he will be okay if he loses it to his contender, Amrado. And that's it for today's PM edition of 247 Connect here on channel 247 TV. Thank you for watching. You have a good evening.